How can you ever improve if you don't know what to work on? What's the difference between confidence and cockiness? What's the difference between supporting and coddling a friend? Why is any of it important in the first place? These are the questions posed to Twilight, Rainbow Dash, Sky Stinger, and Vapor Trail in Top Bolt, the answers to which can be a tough pill to swallow, but failing to do so can come at the cost of everything that is important to you. Vapor Trail and Sky Stinger's friendship had a supportive dynamic that I believe every friendship should have. However, because it was taken to the extremes that the duo demonstrated, it caused them both to enable each other's weaknesses while simultaneously numbing themselves to the effect, causing them to believe that nothing was wrong, or simply choosing to ignore the problem. This, of course, caused the problems to fester. Then, when the time came to face one of life's many trials, Sky Stinger's resolve was revealed to be an empty husk that crumbled under any form of pressure. There is often an inverse proportion of ego to actual skill. The reason for this is that those with actual skill have put in all of the necessary effort in order to improve themselves. They've been defeated by others, as well as themselves, numerous times during their lengthy learning process. They realize that anything short of perfection is inadequate, while also knowing that true perfection is unattainable, but continue working towards it anyway. Therefore, regardless of how skilled they are, they will know that there is so much more that they can do to improve, and therefore lack skill, or that they need to use these skills for the betterment of others. All of this is very humbling. There are very few exceptions to this rule. So, a large ego is indicative of someone who has not gone through this learning process and therefore lacks skill. For yourself, the learning process cannot be started or continued if you believe yourself to be the best already. And those who exalt themselves will eventually be humbled, likely bringing terrible consequences with it. This goes equally so if you bolster this false confidence within others, like Vapor Trail was doing. This is why being honest with your friends is so vitally important. Because of Vapor Trail's constant aid, Sky Stinger was never challenged and never failed, thus never teaching him the meaning of effort and giving him an inflated perception of his own abilities that he based his entire life around. What would you do if you suddenly came to the realization that the thing you based your life around wasn't real? If you have already been through something similar, what was it like? When the truth came out for Sky Stinger, he had no way of knowing what was real. Realizing that his skills had been inadequate the whole time made him feel betrayed and took away any hope he had of succeeding. This is what I was referring to during Where the Apple Lies about protecting those you care about through dishonesty. The pain and consequences that come from the dishonesty of loved ones has done me and many others an incredible amount of damage. And what was it for? To protect our feelings? Just as Sky Stinger's confidence and faith in Vapor Trail was destroyed right when he needed it the most, things would have not reached this level if the truth had been known from the start. Not only this, but Vapor Trail was bringing down herself as well. If Sky Stinger had failed, he would have lost everything anyway. Then she would have no way of knowing what to do next because she based all of her goals on his ruined ego. If it had not been for Rainbow Dash, she would have never realized what it was that she wanted for herself. Everyone needs to understand that having an accurate gauge of one's own abilities is absolutely vital. Ego needs to be discarded, and weaknesses need to be addressed as plainly as possible, as soon as possible, so that they can be worked around or overcome. While I side with Twilight based on the importance of honesty, Rainbow Dash's stance on the importance of confidence is far from wrong in itself, for without it, you are much more likely to succumb to fear, which will prove disastrous during life's many trials. But what is the difference between confidence and cockiness? I explained the implications of cockiness earlier, but confidence comes from being firmly grounded in an understanding of your own abilities, where you came from, where you are, where you're going, and how you compare to your mentors, colleagues, and students alike. Confidence is not only this knowledge of your strengths, weaknesses, and limitations, but also the knowledge that you will be able to use that knowledge to overcome any challenge. Confidence also comes from the honest support of your loved ones. Your desire to do your best for them will give you focus and drive. Your trust in them combined with their believing in your potential will make you believe in your own ability to achieve that potential. Sky Stinger's biggest weakness was that he didn't know what effort felt like. Back when I was a teacher, I rarely told my students that they were awesome like Vapor Trail did for Sky Stinger, only that they had the potential to become awesome through unmitigated effort. Otherwise, they would have never seen a reason to improve. Gaining strength is a painful, repetitive process. But if strength is choosing to do what is difficult until it becomes easy and then continuing to do it, then that pain is your weakness being expelled from your body. Relish it, and your trials will fulfill you. However, strength being a choice does not mean that strength is infinite. Confidence is a large factor in what makes that choice easy. As much as Sky Stinger needed to have his ego checked and Vapor Trail needed to have her own aspirations, neither of them would have been able to recover from having their status quo disrupted, much less failing the Wonder Bowl tryouts, without trust in each other to learn and gain confidence from. By gaining confidence through honest support, Sky Stinger and Vapor Trail were able to pursue their dreams and gain the strength to overcome life's many challenges that have yet to appear. If we can discard ego, give our full effort at all times, and be honest with ourselves as well as each other, then we'll be able to do the same. And that's the moral of the story. If you have a topic you would like to hear discussed, you can drop your suggestions by following Brawny Buck on Tumblr or sending an email to bronydebates@gmail.com. Feel free to check out my Patreon to see how you can support my channel and what you'll get in return. This video was sponsored by Irish John's Short Films and Animations, as well as all of my other generous supporters. Have a great day, and I look forward to hearing from all of you soon.